Over the last few days, there's been some speculation in the community surrounding the possibility of Dokkan adding an EX part to the current worldwide celebration. And to be completely honest with you, I wasn't going to record this video because the speculation didn't make any sense to me. I didn't really see any way or what they would really give us to justify an EX part for this celebration. But here I am recording this video because I did a little bit of digging, if you will, and I proved myself wrong on many different fronts, and I wanted to share my discoveries with you. I am not confirming that there's going to be an EX part, but I do have a lot of things that I wouldn't really say make sense, and some other things that really, I would say, point to the possibility of Dokkan really giving us an EX. I think it would make a lot of sense, and I think you would agree after I show you what I have to show you here. But I do, unfortunately, have to catch a few people lacking with today's really quick subscriber challenge before we hop into the video. And that subscriber challenge is this. Just be honest, okay? Just be honest. When you did your 50... Actually, you know what? Let's change it up. If you haven't done your free 50 character multi yet because you haven't easy-a'd the metal coolers yet, you got caught lacking. You got to subscribe to the channel, and it is what it is. It is literally free stuff. Please go ahead and get it done. And then, you know what, maybe I'll give you a pass on a future subscriber challenge. But for right now, you got caught lacking today. You got to subscribe to the channel. It's honest, all right? It is what it is. But if you've done this already, you can skip. Let's hop straight into this video. So there's three main points I want to bring up when it comes to the possibility of the worldwide celebration. The first one being is there an... Actually, not... Let's leave that for the second one. The first one I actually want to talk about, honestly, is this, right? Is the EX part exclusive to the anniversary, or is there a chance that we can actually see an EX part for another celebration outside of the anniversary? Because it's fair for anyone to assume that EX part is not, it's just anniversary exclusive, and I wouldn't really blame you for thinking that way. But the reason why I think it's possible is because A, Dokkan has done crazier things in the past, but B, specifically, I or you could have argued the same thing about this right here, the special character summon, right? You collect tickets through all three parts of a specific celebration, and then at the end you can summon and pull a guaranteed LR. Dokkan has been doing this for the last 3 years for their anniversary. It's been an anniversary exclusive up until this year, where this year we got this right here, the 50 character special multi, right? So the fact that this is no longer anniversary exclusive, to me, proves or means that we can easily have another part of the anniversary, like, I don't know, the EX part here, the concept is what I'm saying, also be applied to the worldwide celebration. So first checkbox is marked or checked, I would say. It's definitely possible for them to add an anniversary thing over to a non-anniversary celebration. That's the first, checkbox I wanted to, complete or get out of the way. The second thing is there actually enough time for us to see a an EX part for the worldwide celebration before the next celebration for both global and JP actually start? And the answer to that is actually yes, especially for global, right? Part 3 of the celebration actually began on the 22nd of September. Now, September has, what, 30 days, I believe? So, let me see here. Gohan dropped on the 5th for October, and Kid Gohan dropped on the 6th of October last year. So the next Dokkan Fest should be arriving anywhere from the 4th to the 6th of October, which is arguably, 13, 14-ish days, about 2 weeks, right? We have 2 weeks from the start of part 3 of the worldwide all the way to the next Dokkan Fest. So is that enough time? Well, let's take a look at the anniversary, shall we? Anniversary over on JP Part 3 specifically started on the 22nd of February. Now, granted, there's definitely 28 days in February, or at least definitely this year there was, right? So we went into 6 days. Yeah, so Part 3 lasted 6 days here, and then Captain Ginyu dropped on the 3rd. So that's about 9-ish days. So Dokkan dropped an EX part to their anniversary within a 9-day gap of part 3 dropping and their next Dokkan Fest dropping. Global has another 4 or 5 days. So there's way more than enough time to justify an EX part dropping for the worldwide. There's so much time if JP only had 9 days and still dropped an EX part, global, unless they move up the time for the next Dokkan, which I don't think they do that, there's definitely a lot of time for there to be an EX part, especially on global. I mean, there's going to be one. If it's on global, it's going to be on JP, right? So because of the fact that we still have about 2 weeks to go for the next Dokkan Fest to arrive, well, at the time, of course, you know, the World Light Celebration actually, you know, the part 3 beginning, there's definitely time for an EX part to be added here. So that clears that box. Now, the last box I want to clear here is whether there's actually content. Can we actually see, like, what content could they add, right, that relates to this current celebration, that wouldn't be just left field crazy wilderness stuff, right? And yeah, so honestly, there's a few things here I want to pull up, and by themselves they may not be that much, but I think altogether, I think it makes a really nice package of content for an EX part of a big celebration like this. The first one I want to bring up is just quickly Red Zone, right? Red Zone usually has 7 stages, and I bring that up because you know, the movie bosses and GT, you know, bosses, Red Zone stages have 7 stages each. Right now, Red Zone only has 5. And this is the Wicked Bloodline edition, not necessarily Cooler and Frieza edition, or whatever the case is. So we can still see characters like Golden Frieza, or maybe even Angel Golden Frieza added to this right here. So I would still say that an EX part would make sense if they're planning to keep the 7-stage, you know, Red Zone thing still a thing, if that makes sense, right? So the fact that we don't, again, this could cap at 5, but if we're going by what Dokkan has done in the past, I think it makes sense that there still could be 2 Red Zone stages dropping for an EX part. Maybe I'm wrong though. Again, we'll have to see. I think this makes sense though. And again, by itself, it doesn't really mean much. But then you take into consideration a unit like, I don't know, Gohan and Icarus here, who, by the way, this Gohan and Icarus is literally from the Cooler movie. This unit not having an EZA yet is pretty bizarre to me, especially when STR Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza, who have nothing really to do with the Cooler movie, I mean, I guess have everything to do with it, but not really at the same time, right? You get what I'm saying in terms of theme. Like, it's not, well, theme it fits, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's not Cooler movie related in any way. So the fact that they got EZAs, but Gohan and Icarus didn't get an EZA is interesting to me. So they could definitely be saving this, I think, for an EX part. And honestly, an EX part giving us an EZA for Gohan and Icarus and 2 Red Zone stages, I think that's definitely, you know, I think that's a W. But there's still more here, okay? Because we also have this Cyclopean Guard unit, which, by the way, is available from the revamped story event where all the other Metal Coolers, right, got, what's the word? Buffed and awakened and all that good stuff. But the Cyclopean Guard unit didn't. Not only that, there's no TUR version of this unit. So I think for an EX part of this celebration, we could easily see Cyclopean Guard awakening an EZA for you, and maybe 2 more Red Zone stages. Now we're looking at a pretty decent package, if you will, of, you know, stuff here to actually expect, or maybe even, and honestly, greatly stacked defense. A defense plus 100%, 2 key, 50% to allies, and then reduce emergency by 50% for 7 turns or whatever. 9 turns. I don't know. This would be a really powerful unit if they did something like that. I would love. Maybe guaranteed additionals too, if the whole team has like these units on it or whatever the case. I don't really know, but they like, there's a really solid base here right now for a decent free-to-play unit. So again, definitely some content here. And last but not least, Agio Bardock. There's a lot of talk about him getting his EZA. And again, while he has nothing really to do with the celebration, I mean, he is Goku's dad, and he fights an ancestor of Frieza. So technically has everything to do with it, but not really at the end of the day, because it's not, you know, necessarily canon. Is it? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't think so. But it's not. But the bottom line that I'm trying to get to is that this guy is really, you know, meant, if you will, to be run in a Red Zone state, sorry, a Wicked Bloodline event. So this is the place that Bardock was meant to shine in. So it would make so much sense for Agio Bardock to get an EZA during part EX, if you will, of the worldwide celebration. So if you have a Dokkan Fest EZA a banner unit EZA, a free-to-play Awakening in EZA, and more content stages for, again, Bardock to shine in, to me, that makes a very nice closing of the worldwide celebration. And on JP, the EX part gave out what, right? Yeah, so 2 LR EZAs and a free-to-play LR that could also be EZA. So technically, they gave out 3 EZAs, right? So that would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, dude, honestly, this makes sense to me. This makes sense. If you package all of this together, I think it makes sense. And I want you to let me know what you think. Am I reaching here? I don't really think I am. And again, I don't want to drive anyone's expectations through the roof. It's just, I didn't think there was really anything to earn from an EX part. But then I discovered that this guy could really use it now. Everyone's talking about this guy. Tycopian Guard unit, I realized, didn't have an Awakening or EZA. I completely forgot about Gone and Icarus, who could definitely deserves an EZA. They're literally from the movie, and so are you, right? And Piccolo got an EZA, so Piccolo fought these bozos. So it's like, definitely, I think it works. And then we still need a Golden Frieza stage and an Angel Golden Frieza stage to complete the Wicked Bloodline, you know, fight here, if you will. So it all makes sense. Let me know what you think. And I will keep you updated the moment we have any news whatsoever about a possible EX part of the worldwide celebration. So stay tuned. But if not, I have videos ready to go for the next celebration. So stay tuned for that. Everything coming your way. Road to 50K, by the way. If you haven't subscribed already, you don't need to. But if you want to join the family, you know what you gotta do. Because one day you're gonna join. And honestly, why not join the under 50K club? You might as well. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.